completely unrelated to what was in the title and the thumbnail. You do not want to do this, because the more dislikes your channel get, the less engagement that YouTube will give you to that channel. And they'll stop featuring your channel and things of that nature. So make sure that what you're talking about in the video is reflecting of your thumbnail. Now that doesn't mean that, oh, because Majira has this many followers, I'm gonna talk about him in every single one of my videos. I mean, it's all right if you love Majira and you look up to him and stuff like that, but don't use his name to try to make your own, like, yeah, exactly. Definitely steer in your own direction, because this is your channel and you can put whatever content you want on it. Just make sure that you keep everything consistent.
Okay, yeah, certain things, get creative with it, but don't go so far as to put position. If it works, a lot of people do it because it'll work for one video. Like they'll have the most dangerous mauling caught on tape, and it shows a picture of a lion biting the head off the doggone crocodile. And in the doggone video, you just see the crocodile sitting there and the lion on a different side. It's like, oh. And the views may have gone up, but because you did that one time, people are going to expect that throughout it's going to constantly have dislikes because of people saying that you have clickbaity material, and you might not in the future. You might go, I'm done with that, but you've already made an impression. So you don't have to have these flashy little boxes with all these fancy text. What you want to do is keep something in there that tells people clear. Maybe have a picture that's like, oh, the scariest thing that happened in my life. You might have a picture of you doing this, or something with a scary face on it, something simple, and it will get that idea across. And it's not clickbaity, but it's vibrant, and make sure it has high contrast so people can tell. If you have a white background with white text with a gray side, it won't be paid attention to as much. So that's all you have to do: keep it creative, keep it spicy, keep it good, keep it clear.
And one thing I want to say about channels is that none of the stuff that we are saying has anything to do with virality. And going viral is when your channel just blows up overnight and it was completely random, had nothing to do with anything. And the only reason why is because you can't clock virality. A lot of people, they upload their videos hoping that they go viral. And going viral, it's okay because you get to live in that limelight for a short amount of time, but you'll notice that after that one video goes viral, then your time is over.
Yeah.
Because they didn't come to your channel for your content, they came for that video that went viral. And so that one video gets 10 million views like overnight. And you're just like, oh my God, yes, this is all amazing. And then you upload videos after that and they get the same, 500, 600 views that you always get. You start to wonder exactly why that is. Because we all know that whenever it comes to your videos, you're always gonna have that one video that has so many more views than any of your other videos. My most viewed video is still a game Let's Play that I did way back in the day. I don't know why it has as many views as it does, but that'll always be my number 1 video, and I've just come to terms with it because I know that, yeah, the honey pot. And I don't have any examples of that, but it,
there is something with that though. If the thing that became viral was something that you typically almost always does, it carries over to the next topic of consistency. If it's something that you always do and one of them just happens to go viral, that can actually help boost your channel because you're still doing that type of content. You didn't do it because you wanted to be viral. It's just that someone found that and went, hey, look at this. And it goes to your channel, and it's like, oh, you have more? And you start spiraling it in, and next thing you know it, look at you now. It's going to keep growing. You can maintain it. Stay, remain consistent, you're going to grow with that stuff.
Absolutely. And, of course, that is a good thing that if one of your videos that you do on the regular goes viral, then yes, that'll affect the rest of your videos. But if there's a video that you really weren't that okay with, like for example, if I were to keep making the honey pop content because that one video has more views than all my other videos, even though I don't really want to make that kind of content, I'm only doing it because it gets views. That's not really the atmosphere you want to give to your channel because there's going to be, you're going to start getting fans and stuff like that, and they're going to want to communicate with you on these topics because that's what you're catering to. And if you don't really care about that, then that's going to reflect whenever you actually meet these people and engage with them. So always stick to the content that you want to make. And another thing about consistency is if you're able to try to, make a set schedule for yourself, not saying you have to upload every single day. If you can, then by all means go for it. If you have the topics for it, if you have the time for it, and the patience for it, then definitely record every day. But if you can only record like 1 or 2 videos every week, then that is fine too. If you set a schedule, then anyone who tunes into your channel, they're gonna come to your channel and they're gonna clock that time that you have for your videos. Because like, I upload my videos at 4 o'clock. So whenever I make an announcement that I have a new video coming, 4 o'clock is the time, and that's been consistent for like the past forever. And you can choose those different times and days that you want to post. That's completely up to you, as long as you stay consistent. That way they can clock your uploads, and it's just better all around.
Yeah, I'm not, like, I'm one of the weirdest examples of consistency ever. Like, recently there's been hiatuses and everything going on, because I recently had to move everything to a newer channel that was previously not furry related. So I'm still having to work the building blocks back up to get it back to what I want it to. So it's important for me to get back on a schedule, and I've learned this on for the most recent uploads I have. They started to become more consistent, and now I'm being more realistic. Also be more realistic, because if you got to factor in your job and everything else, and if you can, if you want to remain consistent, you want to make sure, and you know that you're still on recording time, try to get a couple videos recorded on the day of, and you know you got plenty of time to do it. Instead of you just doing that one video, have them ready, and you can have a schedule or have them set up to where automatically posting at certain time frames. You can have this stuff posting while you're not even at home or something. Now, there's free ones online, there's ones that aren't dropping, but it helps, because I noticed a severe drop in view count the moment I missed a time frame. But also because my banner, cutting back to earlier, is still an older banner from my previous channel with the older time frames that I used to be able to do back when I was in college. I can't do that no more. I have to at least upload two videos a month. There's people who are doing that and maintain a higher subscriber count. If you keep doing that and literally let people know in advance that there's something about to come up, then you're interacting with your fans, you care about them, you care about their, reading, and then keep that. And they'll keep you consistent, keep them coming back. That's what you should do. Stay consistent, keep them coming back.
Okay, your niche. This is what your channel is going to be about. Because I know whenever it comes to making furry channels, furry is just a general concept. Because there's different types of furries. You can be a gamer fur, a fitness fur, anything like that. And that's the things that you want to think about before you actually start posting your content, because that goes back to consistency. Find your niche and stay consistent with it. That way you can engage with other people who have a similar interest. Because that's going to be the best way than just kind of being sporadic. Not saying you can't try new things with your channel, but as long as you stay consistent, then you'll reap the benefits. Next time.
That's what I'm saying. We already did that.
Social media. Okay. Social media is probably another one of the most important aspects, because let's face it, whenever you first start off, you're not going to run into all these different sponsorships and things like that. So all of your publicity is going to come mostly from you. And the more you branch out, the better. I know I'm not the best with that, because I post mostly on like Twitter. So I'm slowly trying to branch my way out, but if you already have like multiple accounts on several different social medias, and like whenever you post a video, share those links on all your social media, because that publicity is going to help you out. Now I know some people have their preferences with their social medias. For example, I'm not a fan of Facebook. I know there's a lot of people that use Facebook, but I just...
You forget to.
Yeah, because like I said, it's just not where I prefer to post. But everybody has their preferences, and if you like to post in multiple places, that's going to help you out a lot more than staying exclusive. Not saying being exclusive is going to limit your growth, but the more you branch out, the better off you'll be, and the faster your growth will be as a result.
Yeah, in terms of that, I do have several accounts, and because a lot of accounts have linking things, when you post it, they'll have an option to check in automatically because the exact same person on other platforms. I'm fairly decent at posting everywhere. I get quite annoyed when I have to repeatedly have to tell them. Like, even in the process of me creating it, I get updates. The more you update people, the more they see it, like, oh, it's a possibility. Try to plug in your channel as much as you can. as you know, naturally. I'm not saying that, man, my cat just died. Please subscribe to my dog on channel. There's other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? They don't throw somebody off completely because it's like, it's a form of clickbait if you talk, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you just keep it to the point, keep people interested. I'm about to have this video posted, blah, blah. If you know, I'm not a Facebook person, not either, but I have a fan page that I just post this stuff to. Because it's not going to be directly on my main account, because I highly doubt my family members and stuff know exactly what I'm talking about in these videos, like what's a Majira, what's the fur, what is scratch? You know, what are you talking about? But yeah, that's it. Social media, keep out there, get it out there. The more you do it, the more likely more people get views, the more exposure they go.
And posting, now this is just as cut and dry as it needs to be. Just stay active on your social media. If you just be talking about any and everything, just throw your interests and your likes and stuff out there. Yeah, just stay active, because the more active you are, the more attention you're going to draw. Like, for example, if you post like one tweet every couple of days, then you're probably not going to get that many followers on Twitter. So if you're tweeting like, you don't have to tweet like 700 times a day, just garbling everything out there, but just as long as you're giving something, at least 1 or 2 messages a day, and like on Instagram, you can post like a picture today and then a picture like a couple of days from now. You can take a bunch of pictures now and then upload a picture every day for the rest of the week, and that'll be perfectly fine, and that's less of a load on you.
Someone's always watching.
Yeah, so if you have the means to like build yourself up with the content on like one of your free days or off days, that way you have your videos backed up, your pictures you're going to upload, and I guess the tweets you're going to talk about. But yeah, just go ahead and throw that stuff out there. That way it's less on you. You already have that stuff saved. You just have to click, upload, and boom, you're done.
Oh yeah, do what I do. If you know you're gonna, or towards the end of like posts, obviously there are what's called lettering limitations on certain sites like that. You gotta keep it kind of short and sweet, whatever you're doing. But I try to keep in my memos, because usually I post via the phone all the time. So I have in my memos, everyone has memos, or like notepad, or whatever it is on your phone, where you can actually copy and paste something that you always put on every post. If you have that ready, you can type what you have to do and then smack that on there, and it makes it more, and then it draws back with the consistency thing. It's all about being consistent, not being replicating the same thing. I'm just saying, like, having something ready where it makes it faster for you to get it out there, so you're not taking too much time out and being, oh, this is a dog with a chore to get this out there. Try doing that. It helps. You know, just having something there that you have something like a signature version of it. You see what I'm getting? Y'all understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Audience control. Well,
You typed it.
We can add it when you still put it. I got a lot more to say.
audience control.
How to respond to bad comments?
There we go.
Hire the Wendy's girl.
Appreciate you for that. Okay, so negative comments. This is something that literally everybody is going to go through at some point in time. And it kind of has different waves to it. A lot of people get it worse than others, but it's gonna happen. So once you start your journey on uploading and making your content, be ready for the negative comments, because they're coming. And
That comes with this.
yeah, and one thing that I used to do is the read mean YouTube comments videos, which since I started doing those, my negative comments have gone down a lot, because I take these comments and I make fun of them, because that's the best thing to do. Most people, they just choose to completely ignore them, which is all well and good, but don't let what they say dictate what you do in the future, because there's some mean-spirited people out there. We all know that. There's good people and there's just people that are bad. And it's gonna happen either way. So one or two ways: you can just completely ignore it. You can delete those comments if you want to, or you can make fun of them.
Don't even get me started. There is a video I had that had 10,000 plus views. One of the most popular ones in there was a video that was a furry version of, you can shop at 5 or 6 stores. I'm not sure if you ever heard of this video, but this photo was like, you can shop at 5 or 6 stores, and there's one. They'll say a random line and they'll pose. And apparently it got so much positive views on it, but for some reason, because someone shared it on another site, that it raised the traffic up like, wow. But I've never seen so many dislikes in my life. It went over the positives that were the right. And it was nothing but cancer, die, I want to drink. You can go there, that will be, that's something like that will happen. That's like the extreme, you see nothing but that after the positivity. Now, I did respond back. One of them says cancer. I said, oh man, you should go to the hospital. Like, or one says, I would like to drink, please. And I'm like, don't do that. That's not, see what the Tide Pods. And, I'm just making a little response. And yes, it does hurt. It really does. I'm not going to lie. People work so hard on something. And it's like, the original one is just as stupid. Nothing was done differently. But because it involved furries, that's all they did. Most of them were like in the 13, like the minor levels, because I looked at the demographics, and it was so terrible, and it was like, it made me take it down. I think I mentioned something about it. I took it down for some months. And they're like, where'd the video go? And this and this and this. And I'm like, it sucked. That was like the worst thing that ever happened. It never happened to me before. I have one negative comment, but that's terrible. I've never seen so much people so hateful, and it did make me get very emotional. But then when I posted back up, I'm like, you know what? They're gonna start making fun of the comments.
Right.
And it built me up a bit because people start joining in and saying, you know what? I just tell people to don't try to argue. Like, are you arguing? Then you're gonna call it like going, well, you're a poopy head. You know, you don't want to go back. It's gonna give them more fuel. Because I highly doubt they even watch the video anyway. But remember this, there's always going to be someone to knock you down no matter what it is. You'll be talking about helping the community. You will still get negative comments. Your content doesn't necessarily dictate the type of comments you get. Remember that. You're not a, someone has fingers.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, what do you suggest doing about people in your comments arguing with each other and insulting each other?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. With the, the activity thing, with the earlier thing we just went over, you stay active with the people within your comments. Like if someone says it's a good video, reply back to them. Thank you so much because without you guys, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I need you guys, whatever. And then try to have a comment thing in there saying that thank you, but it's I'll take it from here, or like private message them about that. And just kind of like, no, leave it at that. But if it's like outdated, don't say anything. Because then they're doing that to them. They're saying stuff. So their attention turned from you to them. So I wouldn't do much with it, but that's what I would typically do. I was like, hey, damage control, like, you don't have to. I'm fine. I got this. Thank you for trying to help me, but we don't need the vulgarity here.
Well, it's like I had a video and a couple of people in the comments were like arguing with each other about the topic of the video and stuff. It was like, that doesn't,
Yeah, what? Wow, I told you we flew right through that.
That's good. That's good. So now that we have got through our slides, we are opening the floor for questions.